What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 12 episode. I'm not sure, but it'll be in the description box, the right episode. So we start this episode off. We have Dorit and PK going to the dentist, child, and we found out that PK got his teeth fixed, and we saw what his teeth look like and what they look like now. And I just want to say thank you, sir. Dorit got her teeth fixed, and what we find out basically is this is the introduction for us to find out about Dorit and this charity that she's doing work for, which is called Homeless Not Toothless. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean, but basically I guess it's a charity. She said that she worked with through Sharon Stone, and basically it's a charity, I guess, for homeless people that need dental work. I feel like they could find a better name. Like, Homeless Not Toothless became the biggest punchline of this whole episode. Even a deleted scene that showed Kathy Hilton, Garcelle, like, just could not get it together because the name is just so ridiculous. Like, sometimes charities can have the best of intent and the best mission, but the name can throw people off. Like, Homeless Not Toothless, what the hell does that even mean? Or Toothless Not Homeless, I don't even know. But anyway, she's working with Sharon Stone, and so she's having a charity dinner, which of course she's inviting the ladies to, and she ended up inviting her dentist and his wife. And I don't know if this is a way to introduce somebody maybe potentially for next season as a new housewife, because they kind of gave her a little bit of attention at the dinner, a little bit more attention than I thought they would have given her. Then we see Sutton going out to lunch with Crystal, and Crystal is saying, listen, I talked to Lisa, and Lisa told me that you guys kind of got into it, at her house at the little wine tasting, what happened. And Sutton was like, girl, look, I ain't doing Lisa. Because when me and Lisa are by ourselves, we good. She apologized, I apologized, we moved on. But then we get to her house, and she has an audience, and it's a whole nother situation. And I don't even have time to entertain Lisa, okay? She said, but Crystal, let me tell you this. Now, you could be caping for Lisa if you want. Well, she wasn't really caping for Lisa. She really wasn't. She said, but they was talking shit about you and your eating disorder, and I was uncomfortable with it. And Crystal was like, well, what do you mean? Like, were they talking, like, shit about me, like, making fun of me? And she was like, no, I don't think they were necessarily making fun of you, but they were certainly making light of it, and basically feeling like you should be doing more, and questioning why you aren't doing anything. And later on in the episode, we see her actually talking to her husband about it, and her husband being very upset and like, listen, just because I haven't done everything doesn't mean I haven't done anything. And if they were having a conversation about it in a way that was constructive, I wouldn't have an issue. But if they're having a conversation in a way that's sort of making fun of me, then I kind of feel some kind of way about that. Like who does that? Which I agree with. Again, there's a way to be having a constructive conversation, which is what I feel like Garcelle is doing with Erica, having a constructive conversation about your concerns about her drinking. And then there's we just gonna make fun of her about what she got going on conversation. Child. Then we see Diana with her husband, and she's talking about how how talented he is, and how he was on Broadway, and how he just sort of kind of grew up a little sheltered because he grew up as a child actor or a singer or Broadway star or whatever, and so he doesn't have the same experiences that she's had. And they were talking about them postponing her trying to have another child right now with the IVF for the variety of reasons. Now I saw a video, just a sidebar. I saw a video down to the YouTube where somebody said that this is the reason why she's even on the show, that she has a record label and she's trying to get her husband's career started, which is the reason why every time we see her, he's singing. We know he had the Christmas party situation, and then he was another time he was singing, and now they had this whole conversation about his career and this, that, and the other, child. So I don't know if that's true, because I really don't understand why she's on this show. Like, she really has no reason to be on this show. But anyway. Then we see Erica and Kyle over at Kyle's house getting stretched out. And basically, they're just talking about the charity event, which of course they again are having jokes and conversations about the homeless not toothless, because they don't get it either. They don't get it either. But they're talking about, the event, and them coming to the event. So then they get to talking about Erica and the Garcelle thing with the drinking problem. And she's like, I'm really upset and I'm really irritated that this is the narrative. I don't have a drinking problem. Yada, yada, yada. Girl, you do. Okay? You do. You have a drinking with narcotics, with psych medicine. You have a problem, Erica. Now, does that mean that you're an alcoholic and for the rest of your life you're going to have to go to AA meetings? No, that doesn't necessarily mean what that means. But girl, you got a problem. Okay? Moving on. Child, we getting ready for the event down to Dorit's house, okay? We see Dorit is really nervous about something and she's irritated. She's, fussing at PK. I did like that it was a Valentino, I think. It was vintage Valentino dress she had on. I thought it was Versace. It looked very Versace to me, but it was Valentino. I think it was Valentino. Anyway, it was beautiful and it looked really nice on her. But they're getting they're getting everything together for the party. And the ladies are showing up. You know how they do. They showing up for the party, and they having the whole little charity situation going on. Now, while they are there, instigator of the year, Kyle, she brings up the whole conversation with Sutton and Lisa and how Lisa told Sutton to get the F out of her house. Now, Bravo played the tape back, and it doesn't look like Lisa said get the F out, but she did use the F word in the same sentence. So, girl, you might as well have said it. But Lisa is like, that's not what I said. Now, Sutton's thing is, I don't want to have this conversation. We in front of company. Because there was more people there than just their group. I think had it been just the Real Housewives crew, she probably would have entertained it. But the fact that it was more people there, she was like, girl, I don't want to have this conversation. Now, of course, Lisa had already denied it earlier when she was talking to Kyle. That's not what I said. I didn't tell her to get the F out of my house. So, of course, Lisa was like, that's not what I said. And Sutton was like, girl, yes, you did. Like, now, I said I wasn't going to talk about it, but you ain't going to sit here and lie on me either, girl. That is what you said. So they get to arguing back and forth. Kyle asked and stirred this whole pot up. Then they done got to arguing. And now you got the doctor and his wife looking at each other. Crystal said that the woman is texting her like, girl, what is going on here? You had these other two women who I have no idea who they were. But they were there and they were looking like, what in the hell is going on here? Like, these women are in here acting a whole damn fool. And they are literally arguing. And Lisa is like, no, I'm not going to drop it. I'm not going to drop it until you own it. I'm not going to drop it until you own it. In her normal Lisa bully, I'm Billy badass moment. And then the minute everybody started flipping it on her, now all of a sudden, here come the tears. Here come the, I don't know how to do this. My mom's, items arrived today and I just don't know how to handle this. I just don't know how to do this. It's just so hard. It's just so hard. Now, let me explain something. I am not getting ready to sit here and lessen what Lisa is going through at all. I'm not. But what I am going to say is, if this behavior had just started in this moment, I would give you all the grace. But it didn't. You have always been this person, Lisa. You have been putting foot in your mouth since you came on this show. You have made more enemies than, look at your situation with one of your really close friends, Denise Richards. Look at what happened with you and Yolanda Hadid. Like, girl, this is what you do. This is the habit that you have made for yourself, okay? And so, of course, then that flipped everything. Everybody's like, oh, Lisa, it's okay. Lisa, it's okay. Lisa, it's okay. And they all hugging on her and everything, child. And now everybody trying to make Lisa feel better. And I'm sitting here like, girl, what did I miss? Because, like, again, I get the sympathy for the whole situation with your mom. But, girl, that does not excuse your bad behavior. It does not excuse you sitting here acting like a whole damn fool. Anyway, that's all I got. That's it. That's all I got. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.